Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Receipts so strong that the lies won't last. Lil Pop, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Pop, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Pop. Who bring the proof? Lil Pop. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Truth don't beat, you gon' stand on that. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Pop, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Pop, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Shut it down, baby.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lil Pop, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. Go.
She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lil Pop, baby. Capiche?
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lil Pop don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined. Got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lil Pop, baby, where every video got purpose.
Hey y'all, happy Thursday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Thursday, baby. This is a nightcap per usual. And right after this live stream, we're going to head on over to a little short premiere that I have been working on since yesterday, child. Okay. So y'all getting a little 2-for-1 special tonight. But anyways, y'all. Hey y'all. Thank y'all for y'all patience. For your girl, waiting on your girl. Let me see who we got up in. Yeah. The streets is hot, baby. They still competing on who can post the baby the most, y'all. It's definitely giving that. Definitely giving that. Okay. Johnell then finally, well, I ain't gonna say he caught up, but he's definitely trying to get back in the race. It's a lot going on with them two, y'all. A whole lot going on. I had to do a little digging, but I found some stuff too. Hey, Miss Lolita. Hey, discussion board. Snooky. We got Miss Witty, my bro Terry with the black and gold heart. Period. Pop Squad. Apocalypse. Leave it up to Terry to remember something like that. That is what my older sister called me too. Thank you for the copyright and fair use. It is definitely needed because I'm going to play some clips. Hey, Miss Jackie. Hey, Amina. Miss Nina. We got Miss Elisa. We got Miss Angela B. Who else? Wait, let's see. No, that's the same one. Let me go down. We got Miss Doris in the building. We got Christina. We got Love Cat, Miss Joycelyn. We got Rakita, Miss Jackie Moore, Just Jules in this thing. Kimberly. We got Miss Lolo. We got Divine Eminem Latte, of course. We got Miss Darlene, Miss Alita. We got Kim Kobe, Miss Deborah Kennan, Miss Geraldine, Miss Layla, Miss Jackie Rogers, Anomaly, SD in the building. Who else? Miss Shalonda, Miss Dina, Latoya, Mercedes, Miss Brenda. They'll be all coming in. I love it. I love it. Hey, Queen Love Mel. Hey, Queen Sag, Gianna, Bianca Pear, Miss Sherry, and thank you for my coffee, Miss Sherry. I appreciate you, girl. Hey, Daisha. Hey, Miss Dee Dee. Hey, Miss Michelle. Admire me. Who else in here? Miss Tracy. We got Nana Karen. We got T Lady. We got So Enough in the building. Queen Money Disco Gang. Okay, look, I got it right this time. Hey, Montez. Hey, Miss Shalene. Hey, Miss Sharon. Who else? Let me see. Shout out to Miss Tracy for being a 19th month member. Shout out to my whole green team for holding it down. Period. Solid as a rock. Shout out to you. We got Nika in this thing. Miss Mercedes. Who else? Let's see. Queen B in the building. Miss Tanya. Miss Lolita. Who else? Miss Judy. Since you know so much. Who else? Let me see. Let me see. Hey, Miss Lisa. Bushwhackers run them lights. Yes. Come on, Bushwhackers. Come up out them bushes. Period. Y'all, come on. Come on. Get up out the bushes, child. We all grown over here, baby. Hey, Nubian Queen. Hey, Erica. Who else? Hey, Miss Veronica. Let's see. Hey, Miss Dana. Hey, Roxy. Hey, new girl. Miss Freddie in the building. Miss Robin Buttercup. Demetria Last Chance. We got Miss Evelyn. We got Amber Bell. We got Tell Me Something Good. Bow, bow. I ain't seen you in a hot minute. Shout out to you. Yes, she did, Miss Olita. I still never finished that video, y'all. Just give me a little time. Give me a little time. So much is going on, child. So give me a little time and I'm going to drop it for y'all. But I definitely recorded, certain clips until she got tired and started having a little attitude because she was ready to go to bed. But she definitely enjoyed all her birthday gifts, y'all. That little girl is blessed. She is blessed. Wait, where was I? Hold on. Thank you, Tiana. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm chosen. Yes, y'all. Run them lights up, and I love you more. I'm chosen. Money Mo in the building. Who else then came up in here? Hey, Miss Diggs. Hey, Suki. Hey, Kizzy. Hey, Toya. Hey, Capricorn, Nikita. Baby, y'all coming in here. I sent you something. Wait, who said that? Oh, Gianna said, where you seeing it? I didn't see it. She over there selling old outfits she been had for 20. Y'all, I seen it, y'all. And my source just sent me the clip. So we might, if we have time, we'll play a few of them. If we have time. We're going to see. We're going to see. But I just got them. If not, we'll save them for tomorrow. But the thing is, because I did put it in the caption, what really got me from that live is Sleepy over there talking about, do you have a largest? Yeah, we're gonna just leave that right there. Not you trying to who you buying that for? Who don't let us, assume who are you buying that for, sir? Who you need that largest for? Oh Lord, listen. Hey, natural nurturer. Thank you, discussion. Love you, Pac, and I love y'all more. Period. Hey, Miss Kathy. You say hey, Lupac and chat, stopping by, show my support to the one and only truth teller with the receipts. Hope all is well with everyone. Catch the replay. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. And definitely catch that replay. And you and your family are still in my prayers. I hope all is well with all of y'all. Ooh, don't let sleep hit me. It's too early. Come on, sleep. I got my coffee, y'all, but I'm so tired because I've been ripping and running so much this week with them cheering. I've been stalking YouTube all day looking for you. Listen, y'all know I'm coming though. If it ain't, well, I ain't really been able to get to an early video or early live stream, but I've been giving y'all nightcaps. So I wait, it was green. I don't know how to work super chat. I didn't see it. Wait, let's see. Oh, okay, I did see it. It's blue on my end. I don't know why it's blue, but you just have to click on that little dollar sign at the bottom in the chat, and then you just choose the one you want, and then you have to pay for it, of course. But that's how you get to the super chat for anybody that's inquiring. If y'all don't know how to, do it or whatever, one of my mods could show y'all in the chat also. Hey Martha Blanca, hey Brittany, hey Queen Lily, same to you, my girl. Love you more. Hey Miss Sheila. Who else is lovely here? Let's get to the bottom. Hey, Miss Lenora, Queen Sexy Cat. Okay. How do I become a member? Grab the link. I accidentally posted my coffee link twice, but one of my mods gonna put the membership link in the chat. They're gonna put it in rotation. Anyways, y'all. If you would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $sign Lupac2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to all my coffee people over there on that app. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or super sticker. Y'all know I always set a little goal of 15. It ain't much, it ain't mandatory, but it's greatly, greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. You can also support me by getting a membership. Shout out to all my members, days 1, 2s, and 3s. I see y'all and I appreciate y'all. Period. Thank y'all for holding it down for Pac. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Please watch them ads and hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hey, y'all know how it goes. Y'all know how it goes. But definitely hit that like button because we almost at 300 already in the building. So I'm hoping the likes is matching because y'all came in here real quick. I know my early birds to hit the like button. That's the first thing they do, child. As soon as they come in. Hey Octavia. Hey Donica. All right. Look, now she wanna say, y'all come and eat. Nope, I can't come right now. I'm on live, child. My sister that made a gumbo. Thank you, Miss Dee Dee, for that cash out blessing, and thank you, Miss Robin, for that coffee. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. Let me message my sister because she didn't. She always waits to who cook gumbo at this time of night. Like who really? Y'all know if you familiar with gumbo, even if you're not in the boots, I know some other people in different states know what gumbo is, but gumbo take a little minute to cook. My sister be cooking so late, y'all. Like who takes somebody at 8:24 p.m. talking about, "Oh, y'all come and eat." Girl, we about to get in the bed. What you mean? Now she calling me. Let me tell her I'm live. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Thank God. Go give me some gumbo. Let myself go get some. All right. And it's the perfect weather for it too, because baby, when I tell y'all it's cold out here, baby, it's cold. That temperature then dropped in the boots. But I love it though. I just don't like that it make them kids get sick fast because it go from hot to cold, hot to cold. That's the only thing I don't like. They start sniffling and ooh Lord. All right, y'all. Let me show y'all this before we get into these audios. Hold on. And don't y'all know the whole time we thinking Johnell. Okay, hold on, y'all. All right, now y'all stop texting. Um, we thinking Johnell don't be saying nothing, y'all, right? Y'all know for the longest we thought he was quiet. He don't never respond. Is always allowing you with the subliminals, and you know Johnell might throw a little 1-2 out here every blue moon, right, y'all? Lo and behold, like I said, I did a little digging earlier, and he has most definitely been responding subliminal. The only thing is he don't do it on his Facebook page because, which is smart, because she created that page for him. And that's her supporters over there on that big Facebook page. So he's smart not to post no subliminal over there or, try to go in on her or go hard on her or whatever, because he know he going to lose that support over there because that's her supporters. He do his dirt and throw his subs on TikTok and Instagram. You just got to know how to get to it. And I'm about to play something for y'all so y'all can hear. Baby, that man been going through it. That been like, let me find out she taking him down up. And this is the crazy part, y'all, because y'all know for the longest we've been saying that they are each other's karma, right? So now I'm really starting to wonder who is really the problem in the relationship. Let me know what y'all think. Is it him, her, or both? Because I'm still leaning towards both, but y'all, I gotta let y'all hear the audios that he been posting so y'all can kind of see what I mean. But they both complain about the same stuff. That's the crazy part. It's like literally the same stuff they complain about, with the other party. So I'm like, if he's saying she's the narc and she's saying he the narc, then who is the narc? Are they both the narc, or is it just one and the other one is delusional? Now, we don't know, y'all, but we're gonna try to figure it out. But I do think it's both of them, because now, if Johnell wouldn't be a cheater and we wouldn't have heard the things that we heard about him, well, with receipts, then I could probably lean more so towards her being solely the problem. But being that he did so much, even as far as, y'all, we can't forget that he's getting a little bit of his own medicine when it comes to the whole her weaponizing not Momo, the twins, and alienating the twins away from him, because he even posted a clip about that, about women weaponizing kids and using kids against the man or whatever whenever they having problems, which we knew that already because she did it to Thru. So Johnell, if you listening, and I know you listening, because when you went live on that TikTok day before yesterday, you stopped your live because I was streaming your live. You stopped it and you was blocking my people. So I know you be tuned in now. You expose your hand. So make sure you listen, sir. Make sure you listen. You getting a little taste of your own medicine. This is why people say you never know how to move when it comes to another man's child until you a father yourself. You getting the same thing Thru got. The exact same thing. And it don't feel good, huh? It don't feel good. It's not a good feeling. When we was over here telling you, stop playing with that man's child, stop using that man's child to antagonize him. Oh no, you wasn't listening. You was in your feelings about Pretty Bree, because you need a way out, or you need an excuse to go in on Thru because you felt a way about Pretty Bree. See, you thought he tried to use that situation and manipulate and gaslight the people into believing that Thru sent Pretty Bree his way. And let's say, let me play devil's advocate right quick. Let's say he did, right? Which we don't know. We can't say that he actually did that, which I don't think he did that anyways. They all, he in Atlanta too. Pretty Bree in Atlanta, Thru in Atlanta, Laomi in Atlanta. They all in Georgia, so whatever. But let's say if Thru did send her your way, you took the bait, my ninja. You ain't have to move on that. Did he force you to put your peen where it don't belong to? Like, make it make sense. That's the part I don't get. Because if y'all remember, that's what was being said when that all went down. That's why he flipped the script on RH. Because at first he was cool with RH, y'all. He was cool with him. And I'm telling y'all this for a fact. And Laonya did not like it. She didn't like that because she was still in her feelings behind RH. So she didn't like the fact that these two grown men could be on the phone and have conversations like grown men. Because they was initially until all hell broke loose. And she did not like that because she wanted her man to be on her side and to go off on her ex-husband. That's what she wanted. But he wasn't moving like that at first. And that was the Johnell we had a little bit of respect for until he started, acting like her, basically. So I know it's not a good feeling, but this is karma. It's what you call karma. And now you see why you don't never play with another man's child. And you know what's crazy, y'all? I got a receipt. I'd have to look for it, but I seen it the other day when I was making a video. It's a receipt where somebody was in Johnell's comments and they told him, basically giving him a warning, like, run, bro, run. She gonna do you just like her ex-husband or something along those lines. And no, I take that back. That was another receipt. But this one was it says something about you her third baby daddy or something like that. And this fool said, third time's the charm, God. I guess third time. Guess it ain't the charm. Cause listen, now you suffering. Now she got, but you know what, y'all? Let me jump on the other side just a little bit because I feel like she didn't met her match just as well. He not finna play with her. And the fact that this man was on live and his mama was in the background popping it, they not finna play with her with these cheering. Girl, you better make sure you got it all the way together. Because I could see this man after watching all them videos, y'all. He will really make you think that these men don't care about they cheering when she mad. She did it to Thru and she did it to Johnell even before she had the baby. She will really make you think that. But after watching all of those clips that he been posting, it make me look at it a little differently. Not him. It don't make me look at him differently. The situation differently. Don't get it misconstrued. I still look at him as a piece of shit. Okay? That ain't gonna change. He done did too much, just like her. But it make you look at the situation just a little bit different. And like I told y'all, all of this was calculated. All of this was calculated. They've been having issues. Think about it, y'all. Right after, if y'all remember, was it the beginning of October, which we still in October, the beginning of this month, or towards like not the middle, but the early October, let's say that. We told y'all that, well, I definitely said that they was going through a breakup. Showed y'all the subliminals, all of that, right? Because she can't help herself. When they going through something, baby, she's gonna bring it to the internet. It might not be the way people want it to come, but she gonna bring it to where, because she wants people to know something is going on, right? This is her venting place. The internet is her venting place, y'all. So when all of this going on, they ended up reconciling, but I feel like it was a partial reconcile. It wasn't like a all, like, oh, we back and like nothing happened and we good. No, all the issues is behind us. No. It whatever happened is lingering. And it's a situation where I feel like it can't be fixed. It can't be fixed because they can't keep it together. They can't keep it together. And I low-key feel like she been keeping them babies from him. Think about it now. Y'all, it's really starting to add up. If y'all remember, whenever she went to the doctor, what woman and we got a whole bunch, we got 425 in the building right now. We got at least 97%, not 98% women in the chat. What woman taking twin babies to her coochie doctor with her, to her tune-up doctor. What woman y'all know doing it? Somebody gonna watch them cheering. We not bringing the babies to the tune-up doctor. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because you know you might have to get checked down there. You never know what's gonna go on. Who do that? Unless you absolutely have no choice. No choice. So Johnell was still around. He wasn't out of town when she went to them doctor's appointments. He was right there in Georgia. He just recently left to go to these premieres. These last 2 premieres he just went to. And not just those 2 doctor's appointments. If you look at the videos even after, she always had them babies. So after watching all of the back and forth that they've been doing, it makes you wonder, like, is he just not around or are you keeping them from him? Because to be honest, y'all, I see a different side of him when it comes to them twins. No, he don't show her cheering no attention like that. But he did bring her son to that grown-up concert, but I still don't count that. I don't count that because I feel like you've been with this lady over 2 years and this is what y'all bragging on. 2 years later, 2 years into the relationship, he brung your child to a concert. That's not nothing to brag on. And then y'all right back in the same spot again. Right after the concert, y'all back beefing. So that's interesting. But I'm really starting to think that when they beefed out, she withholding them cheering. She keeping them cheering from. I really feel like that's what's going on. And the reason why I say that too is because of a pattern of behavior. Not just because, she do certain things, but because she did it to LaTrue. The whole time she had the internet believing that LaTrue ain't want no parts of his child. Oh, he's saying he want to get all, he's showing up here and showing up there, but he don't really want her. If y'all look at them group messages, I don't know if I showed y'all this. I might have showed this to my members. But it was some group messages that Dawn put out because y'all didn't see all of the messages. Y'all only seen certain messages. Because it was messages that I went back and looked at and I had never seen. So I know y'all didn't see them either. If I didn't see them, y'all definitely didn't see them. But it was messages between her and her homegirls, and they were literally in the group message telling her to let LaTrue see his child. Like, girl, Ayana said, girl, y'all married. A judge won't care what y'all going through. That's that man's child. You can literally lose your rights to your child by withholding a child, especially if y'all was married and made her while y'all was married. That ain't no regular baby mama, baby daddy situation. And this girl was like, F no, F him. I'm not doing it. But then let me tell y'all how she gaslights, right? Because within those very same messages, she was telling her friends that he wasn't trying to get her because of the Naya situation. Mind y'all, we all know Naya was threatening RH on the internet, right? So he told her, no, I'm not meeting up with her. You can bring, like a grown adult, you can meet me at the police station or wherever to exchange Momo. She did not want to do it. Did not want to do it. But if y'all will see those messages, y'all see exactly what I'm talking about. Her homegirls was trying to convince her to let that man see his child. They were literally laughing and saying, oh, he only want her for a photo op. He only want her for the, it don't matter. You think a judge care if you go in the courtroom saying, oh, he just want to take pictures with her or do content? That judge don't care. Time is time. Time is time. Regardless of what he want to do with his child, you doing what you want to do. And that's where I feel like a lot of mamas, we're going to say bitter. Because it ain't all women. It ain't all. We're going to say them bitter ones. They think they have power over the child once that child is created And once they lose control in the relationship, they basically switch that control over to the child. So if I can't control you, I'm gonna control this dynamic, and I'm gonna let you know if you can get the child, and I'm gonna let you know who my child can be around. No, it don't work like that, and you will learn very, very soon if you gotta go to court. It does not work like that. You don't own the child, and you basically rescind, in a sense, your rights to your child once you bring that man to court. Some women be thinking that because they go to court, it's gonna be in their favor. No, you basically giving the government complete control over a child that you and a man create. Because now they dictate what's gonna go on with y'all and y'all child. Instead of y'all work it out like two grown adults. And I got a feeling that's what it's gonna boil down to when it comes to Johnell and Laon. The fact that they can't keep it together, because listen, y'all, it's not gonna be a clean break. I can tell you that right now. The way they break up, get back together, break up, get back together, the way he do his dirt and this and that, it's not gonna be a clean break. It ain't gonna be let bygones be bygones and then we just gonna co-parent. It's not gonna be that type of time. It's not gonna be on that type of time. Because for one, she can't accept when a relationship is no longer good for her. Or if it's not working out, she can't accept. Some women can't accept the fact that it just didn't work out. Let's go our separate ways. And not just women, men too. Some men can't accept that either. But you don't see too many bitter baby daddies running around here. Men move on quicker than women. That's another thing. But it's definitely been a whole lot of y'all. When I tell y'all, now after looking at his social media pages, I could say we was right. The times where we said they was going through it, we was right. Because just like she used social media as her outlet, her emotional roller coaster outlet, he do the same thing. You just gotta know where to find it. Because he ain't gonna put it on their big Facebook page. He ain't that crazy. He gonna put it on his other little pages. Just like he thought he was Slick Rick and he went live on TikTok. But that I'm still tripping off that. Because why would you go live on TikTok and then shut it down, start blocking people? If you didn't want people to see what you was talking about, you shouldn't have went live. You could have had that conversation with your mama behind the scenes, baby. But he wanted to control that narrative too. I feel like he still wanted that message to get out. He just didn't want it to get out too much. Because why else would he go live, y'all? Why else would he go live popping it with his mama popping it in the background? And from what I'm hearing, somebody in the chat, because I know for a fact he was talking about her, because I went on his live. For the ones who keep asking, no, I didn't hear him talking, because when we was talking, I was live at the same time. Let me break it down for the ones in the back. I was live at the same time. The same time he was live on TikTok, I was live on YouTube right here. So when somebody started putting it in the chat that he was live popping it about her, dragging her, him and his mama, allegedly, because we don't know for sure that it was his mama, but I think it was his mama. Because who else was it that would be talking cash money ish with him about her? We already know the mama don't care for her, right? That's been understood. She tolerated her because he was with her and she had them babies. But his mama don't like her. She don't like her, y'all. So, whenever I think he got wind that I was on his live because we was talking about it over here. And I wish I wouldn't have said nothing, because I could have caught it, if I wouldn't have said nothing. But I wasn't thinking he was going to do that. I'm thinking, well, if he on live popping it, why would he shut it down? You know what I'm saying? You go live for a reason. Hey, Maya. So when I went over there to his live, it was like you know how if you live and your phone ring or something like that, like it'll be like a blank screen or whatever. That's what it gave. It gave that he had, answered a call or something, but the comments was still rolling. The people were still commenting in the live, and I was reading the comments on my live because I went on his live from my phone, but I'm live on my system. So I was reading the comments, and people was basically saying different stuff. You had somebody saying, "Oh, you and Bree just alike. Y'all bring all y'all relationship business to the internet." And somebody say, "Why you dragging Bree?" or "Why you talking bad about Bree?" And um, something about a narcissist. Somebody said something about a narcissist, but we know he called her a narcissist. Um, but what I didn't know is that I got wind of today is that somebody put in his chat and asked him, uh, what if she keep the babies from you or something along those lines? And he said, if she do, I'm gonna get a lawyer. That's what was told to me today from somebody that was in the live. If she do, I'm going to get a lawyer. So he ain't playing with her. Okay? But I still feel like when they have them little breakups, he keep them cheering from him. Because think about it, y'all. She don't know how to control her emotions. So if they going through it and it's something that, that he's at fault for, why would she want to answer the phone from? Let's say they going through it, right? And that's the crazy part, because when you going through it with your partner or whatever, you don't want to talk to him, he don't want to talk to you. But if y'all got children in the midst, somebody gonna have to break the ice, right? So let's say he get caught cheating or whatever, or being somebody DM, whatever. Because y'all know she don't like none of that. And he messaged her, or they on a break, he messaged her what my baby's doing, send me a video of my babies or whatever, right? Or I want to see my babies. And she don't respond because she pissed off about DM or him cheating. See, that's what makes it hard. That's why I say if you know a relationship is not for you, if you know it don't fit you, because based off of me hearing all of those audios he been putting on his TikTok and Instagram, is given that the same issues that she claimed she have when it comes to him, he's claiming the same thing: communication, lack of support, is never enough. What else? No trust, no, all that good stuff, right? I'm gonna let y'all hear, but they both say the same stuff about each other. That's how you know they're not compatible. They're not compatible, and that's what makes it even harder to understand. Why are y'all still trying to make it work when y'all both having the same issues? It's one thing for the woman to complain about lack of communication, lack of support, lack of affection, lack of financial help, or anything like that. But when y'all both singing the same tune about the other party, y'all are not compatible. He is not your person, and she is not yours. She is not his. He do have a sister, y'all, and he is really close with his sister. That's his daddy's daughter. That's not his mama daughter. Johnell is an only child by his mama, but his daddy got a daughter. Because how we know that is because of them text messages. But I don't know, how she feel about it. I'm pretty sure she probably feel the same way, but I don't know, child. I don't know. But let me show y'all this real quick. Oh Lord. Hold up, y'all. Hold on to your love. Okay, let me pull this up. So she posted this, I think yesterday. Yesterday night sometime. She posted, wait, where is it? Oh shoot, I ain't shared it. Hold on. Let me share it. Excuse me. We want to yawn on y'all. All right, let me put this up and then we're gonna get to them audios a little bit. Because we still, like I said, y'all got a premiere. It's like 14 minutes maybe. think it's a 14-minute premiere. So it's not that long, but it's real funny. I wanted to kind of lighten the mood a little bit because y'all know I add tea, but we're gonna also add some humor to it as well. So she posted this, y'all, last night sometime. And she said, the hardest thing I ever had to learn as an adult is to ignore people. When you realize people say and do weird and evil things to get a reaction out of you, you learn that silence is more powerful than proving a point. No response is the loudest response, right? Because he been doing the most. He been doing the most. And what started it off was him posting the baby. He did that out of spite, y'all. He did that out of spite. And then she got him back out of spite. She never stopped posting. Now they both just posting away. Neither one of them can stop posting. But y'all notice one thing that I didn't catch on to at first was was it the first post he made with the baby? No, it was the one with I think it was just the baby girl, and he said something about AI. And when he wrote the baby's name, he put young in all caps. To me, that's the, you know what? Hold on. Let me see stuff. Hold up. That kind of stood out to me, I'm pretty sure it was intended to stand out because of why would he just capitalize his last name? Like, I'm letting it be known she's a young. Let me see. Daddy love and miss y'all. See y'all soon. Hashtag youngs. He put AI wear Alea Young in all caps, just the young part. Look better than them AI pics I was posting. Laugh out loud. Let's see if he edited it. No, he didn't edit it. Because one thing about Facebook, you can go back and see if somebody edited the caption just to see if, they switched it up a few times. Like if they wrote one thing and then edit to change the caption up. But he didn't do it. But wow. Let me see. My child so loud. Yep, but what was I saying? Let me see. Johnell is ahead of the game. When it comes to the swings, he learned everything. Yup, that's another thing. He kind of got an advantage. Let me tell y'all why. She won't be able to just do him like she did RH. See, RH was I'm trying to see how to call it. He was her first cry out, right? He was her first cry out. You know how they say you can only cry wolf once? That's why I say he was her first cry out. And that's why so many people sided with her when she came to the internet with that DV lie. Because they had no reason to not believe her. They had no reason. Nobody was clocking her inconsistencies or her deceptiveness, her lies. Nobody was clocking it. So until the pattern developed, that's when people started saying, okay, now she doing a little too much. And then when she started, once she got with Johnell, and then she came out here and said, oh, he this, and that, and then she went right back to him, that's when people was like, we sick of you. Because it's one thing to come on the internet and then switch your story up, and it's another thing to come on the internet, play in the faces of DV victims by crying out, offering assistance with resources, talking about you got out, all of that, right? Saying, y'all, I remember vividly whenever he first came out here and told everybody that Johnell had choked her, spit on her, and all of that stuff, right? Her and some of her supporters, we're going to say that, the ones who be, who her henchmen, they were getting mad at people for not going in on Johnell. I know y'all remember because I remember. Because I couldn't believe it. I'm like, am I in La La Land? Am I in the land of delusion? The fact that we have been clocking this ninja all this time and people have literally been fighting us against receipts. Not just word of mouth, receipts. Trying to prove that Johnell was a good man. That's a good man, Savannah. Johnell has never, ever, ever been abusive to me. Johnell has never, 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 ever, ever. I'm just playing. But that's what she said. If y'all know what I'm talking about, that clip where she was like, never, ever, ever been abusive to me. Whole time he was abusive to her. That's the crazy part. We're like, girl, what the hell? But the fact that that's the part that really got me, y'all. Not the fact that she took him back, right? Because sometimes that happens. Well, she's not a victim, but in realistically, a real victim will go back to their abuser because they be scared. They be scared. And y'all know a lot of abusers start threatening family members, kids, all of that. And you not knowing when you in that situation, it's like you're in a trance or whatever. But in her case, that's not what happened. He wasn't threatening her people. She went back because she wanted to go back. And she knew she was just as toxic. Over there putting hands and feet on him too, allegedly. Blocking doorways. Trying to stop him from leaving. She was just as bad. That's why she went back. It had nothing to do with her being scared of him. She went back because she wanted that man, regardless of what he did to her and what she did to him. But it's the fact that, like I said, it's not the fact that she went back. It's the fact that they were threatening bloggers and other people for still talking about him and what she put out. Because I'm like, am I tripping? How the hell y'all mad because we not dragging him no more? Because when we was dragging him for being an abuser, alleged abuser, whatever, they was fighting us. And then when we stopped, they was fighting. It's like you couldn't win for losing. Mad because you dragging them. Mad when you not dragging. Like, girl, who got time to be on that emotional roller coaster with you? That's what I mean about crying wolf too. And that's why I said the people had got to a point where they was like, oh, F her, F this, bye. Leave them in 2022. Leave them in 2023. Leave them in 2024. That was the energy. That was the energy. But that's what really, really showed. Well, that's one of the things that showed me she is just as bad as him. Because it's one thing for you to go back after you done told the whole world this man did all of these things to you and said all of these bad things, not only about you, but even one of your twins, when she said he was already differentiating between the twins before they even was born, right? But it's another thing to start playing puppet strings or being a puppet master and inciting, weaponizing, doing all of these different things with your platform and with people that you know gonna do certain things because they ain't got nothing to lose against bloggers and this and that trying to take people's platforms, all of that, how they feed their kids, their livelihoods, all of that because you didn't want nobody else to talk about what you put out. That's what got me, y'all. You can't dictate how long or when, why, where, whatever people talk about what's on the internet. Especially when the same people that she don't want saying certain things want them to mind their business and this and that is the same people she consider prayer warriors or asking for prayers. Oh, I need all my prayer warriors. I need y'all to pray for this. I need y'all to pray for that. I need y'all to do this. I need y'all to do that. But the minute they ask a question, they gotta mind their business. Child bye. Child bye. That's not how it go. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. That's crazy. That's foolish. So she posted this, y'all. Let me see. Let's take this one down. Let's get to the audio. Let's start on these audios 'cause it's a few of them. But y'all, it's crazy because it goes so far back. He been posting audios about relationship problems and this and that since for months now. Months. That's the crazy part. I can't pull it up, but I can play it for y'all. I could pull it up, but I don't know my password to sign it. So I'm gonna have to just play it off my phone. All right, let's see. Hey Shanique, what's up, my love? Make sure y'all hit that. We got 505 in the building. Hit that like button for Pac. I don't know what the likes is doing, y'all, but please make sure they liking. Please support my little goal if y'all can. Y'all know I never ask for much. I always set a little goal, and I don't be greedy. Okay, I'm not one of them. So if y'all can support my little goal, please support it and definitely hit that like button. If you can't, just hit the like button. Just hit the like button for Pac. But like I said, y'all, as soon as we get off here, I'm going to drop that premiere. It's already set. So we're going to go to that next. All right. Let me pull this up. Should I do Instagram first? Yeah, let's do Insta first. Hold up, y'all. Let's see. Ooh. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's go to his page. I will wait for you. Okay, so this first one says, wait, let me see what the title of it.
When God know you deserve better, he'll make sure certain situations don't work out.
First one say God don't play about his favorites, y'all. Okay, so he shared this. Y'all listen to the message. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Gracie. Hey, Sid. It's all about the message, y'all. The message that he's sending here. It's not him on the audios, but it's the stuff that he's posting personally. So listen to the message. This is what you call a subliminal. Or it could be direct, child, because she know he talking about her. Who else he in a relationship with? But y'all know what I mean. But he captioned it when God knows you deserve better. Okay? So listen to what they say.
When God know you deserve better, he'll make sure certain situations don't work out for you. If it would have worked out for you, you would have stayed where you didn't belong. God don't play by his favorites. He'll wreck your plans to save your purpose. When God know you deserve better, he'll make sure certain situations don't work out for you. If it would have worked out for you, you would have stayed where you didn't belong. God don't play by his favorites. He'll wreck your plans to save your purpose. When God.
All right. So y'all heard that one? God will wreck your plans. I forgot it already, child. But y'all heard what he said. I played it twice. Y'all heard what he said. Battle of who can post the babies the most one-on-one. Exactly. Like they've been going in. Hey, Miss Ilka. That is crazy, y'all. Like, but you know what? And that's when you enraged and when you mad, when you bitter, when you scorn, when you all emotional, all of those things, impulsive, you don't see the consequences of your action. That's why I'm so glad I'm not an impulsive, overly emotional person. Because, you know, you can really, really make it bad. You can really do things that will later affect your kids, which they are doing. They are doing. Because these are the same people that said they was protecting their babies from the internet. All of that, right? We was literally under the impression that Johnell probably wasn't going to never post them. Just for them to do it out of spite because they didn't had a breakup over God knows what. For all we know, he was cheating again because she started posting stuff about a cheating partner. So, and then he started posting all of this about a non-supportive partner. So, child, the fact that y'all literally posting y'all babies out of spite to get back at the other one, and now it then turned into who got the most memories. Who got the most videos and pictures of the baby? Who can put the most heartfelt caption? Is now turning into the money grab, right? It went from being spitefully done to money grab because they see the attention is garnering. And we said that though. How many times, me for sure, and I know other people say that too, but how many times have I told y'all them babies is a bag? The babies is a bag. Like, people love multiple. When it comes to kids and stuff like that, especially family content, all of those different things, people love when it's twins, triplets, quadruplets. They love stuff like that. When you got 15 kids, 10, 11 kids, they love that because they want to see how people can operate and afford all of those kids in this economy, how good of a mother you are, how good of a father they have. They want to see all of that because it's interesting. And it's interesting to see because, they didn't used to have, well, back in the day, back in our grandparents' days and stuff like that, having a big family was beneficial. Now I ain't gonna say it's a burden, but it's expensive. It went from being beneficial to expensive because back in the day, everything was cheaper. You have our mamons was having multiple kids because they needed them cheering to work. They needed them kids to help out. Go pick cotton, go pick whatever they was picking. Because I know my mama and papa them, they had to pick cotton and stuff like that. My grandma had to cook. She was in the kitchen cooking at 7 years old. So my papa quit school in the 3rd grade to help his family. That's the type of time they was on back in the G, y'all. But now it's expensive. But that's what makes it intriguing. That's what makes it interesting because people want to see how are y'all surviving with all them damn cheering. How are y'all surviving? And they are. They really are. And that's why they have social media pages because that's what a bag is. They making their money, they coin off of their page, their brand, their names and likeness, and that's their brand basically. Thank you, Johnell. You say Thru sitting back watching the It Show. He sure is. Y'all notice he ain't been getting too much traction. Not to say he ain't getting traction, but they ain't been dragging him like talking about it. Because these two Boo Boo the Fools always got something going on. They are really, to be honest, they really showing who was the problem. She's helping to show she was always the problem. And Johnell is helping to show that she was the problem also, even though he's a part of the problem. The Thru living his best life while they taking each other down, up, and through there. That's exactly what's going on. He living his best life while these two fools is taking each other down, up, and through there. Because she could have still been a single woman to this day with no added kids. She could have been a single woman living her best life with her 4 kids that was already getting up out the way. She done started completely over. And I feel like once you start over, after you already have multiple kids by multiple men, you should only be starting over with a husband, not another baby daddy. Because it's not a good look. It's not a good look. It's not beneficial to you. No, it's not beneficial to your kids. None of that. If anything, it takes away from the kids you already have, especially when you know you're not in the same financial standing that you was a couple years ago. That's the crazy part. And that don't just go to her, y'all. That applies to any and everybody. If you already have multiple kids with multiple baby daddies, the only way you should be starting over is if you're starting over with a husband. Because guess what? If that man leave you, the cycle continues. The cycle continues, especially if you're one of the ones that, I don't believe in tying my tubes. The Bible say be fruitful and multiply. Girl, I wish the hell I would. Listen, we're gonna make up for that with something else for God, okay? Because we ain't finna be no. Listen, we got to have that birth control, baby, on lock. We ain't doing that. All them tubes gotta be tied. Because if anything, I look at it like this. Yes, the Bible does say be fruitful and multiply, but also if you just in a relationship, a situationship, whatever, and I'm pretty sure that was intended for married people also. Let's not leave that out. I don't think God meant be fruitful and multiply with 15 different ninjas, 5, 6, 7 baby daddies with all these children. I don't think he meant that. Even when she tried to use the Bible say who you lay down with is your husband. I don't think that was meant to be taken literally. It's more you got to actually give the context to that scripture because I don't know, no, baby. That's what I mean when I say people be using the Bible for their convenience or using God for their convenience. That's the crazy part. Imagine, and then now you got fools thinking that every ninja they lay down with is their husband. Child by. Listen, let me stop getting off topic. Oh Lord, hold on. I wonder if my son will get my gumbo. Hold up, y'all. Let me text y'all nephew. Hold up. I will wait for you. Uh, I bet you ain't go get my gumbo when he got out the shower. All right. Now we got the next one. Okay, y'all. So this next one says, stop falling apart every time God shows you who someone really is. Let's run this one. Y'all heard that, huh? Stop falling apart every time God shows you who someone really is. Let's play it out. Now, like I said, this is all Johnell's postings, y'all.
Being so frustrated every time God shows you who somebody really is.
That's true.
Stop falling apart every time God shows you how someone really moves.
Amen.
God shows you because he's trying to protect you.
Preach.
It's not meant to hurt you. The problem is you sit with it in your heart for so long that you allow it to hurt you.
I felt
God
that.
was only trying to reveal it to you before it got too far.
That's true.
When God shows you how someone really moves, it is a warning sign for you to make a decision to step away. It is not a chance for you to fall apart and play victim.
Amen.
When
Praise God.
someone reveals who they really are, you don't even have to try to get them back. I have never seen anyone get away from this earth without receiving karma back for what you've done, even if that karma shows up on your deathbed.
Come on, somebody.
Being so frustrated every time God shows you who somebody really is.
Come on, somebody. That's a whole word right there. Ain't nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, is exempt from karma when you done somebody wrong. Intentionally at that. What you give is what you receive when you on this earth. Ain't nobody exempt, baby. 1 minute, bug. Thank you. And don't forget it. Close my door. I just said that. That's why. I just text you that. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's next. Hold on, y'all. Okay, it ain't no more on this one. Let's go to TikTok. Hold on, Jace. I'm live. What you want? Tablet? All right, go ahead. Stop running. Close my door. And come running to mama. All right, let me see. All right, TikTok. Oh, good, it's still on there, so all that doggone music ain't gonna start playing. All right, where's the one about my happiness? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find the one. Y'all, TikTok, he done posted so many, like so many about relationship problems, back to back at that. Let's see. Hold on. Where's the one that I clicked on before? Oh, this one. I need my space. Y'all listen to this one.
For me, I'm an Aquarius. I need my space. Even if I love you, like you, I need space, yo. A lot of niggas, when they, I used to think about this with my grandfather and all that. They take the longest way home they can get home. They take scenic route. They drive away. They don't even gotta wait. Then they sit in the house in front of their house for 15, 20 minutes. I ain't used to understand it when I was younger. But niggas be needing space, especially when you are an artist or a creator or
Hey, Makaya. Shout out to my bushwhacker that done popped up in the chat, y'all.
Somebody like that. And so you need, for me, I'm an Aquarius. I need my space. Even if I love you, like you, I need space, yo. A lot of niggas, when they, I used to think about this with my grandfather and all that. They take the longest way home they could get home. They take scenic route. They drive away. They don't even got to wait. Then they sit in the house, in front of their house for 15, 20 minutes. I used to understand it when I was younger, but niggas be needing space, especially when you are an artist or a creator or somebody like that. And so you need
facts. Facts. And I really believe that's one of the reasons why he's not in a state where he wants to live with her too. Because if you, first of all, if you can't get along and y'all don't live together, y'all definitely ain't gonna get along living together. Because when you got whether they're at work or whatever, on a trip, whatever, you missing that person. Imagine not living with your partner. You're missing them because y'all don't live together. So the fact that these mofos can't get along or keep it together and they don't even live together is what's sending me. That shows even more so that they're not compatible. And I really believe that's why Johnell don't want to live with her. Because he's not creator, he's creative. He's an artist. He's an actor. He's a cheater. We can't leave that out, allegedly. Thank you, Ray, for that coffee, my love. I appreciate you. Yes, she's too clingy, controlling, and manipulative. Codependent, all of that. All of that. Men don't like that either. Now, don't get it wrong. This is why we need some fellas to be in the chat, too. But most men don't like a overly clingy woman. It's real cute when you in the early stages of y'all relationship because y'all getting to know each other. Y'all seeing the best parts of each other in the beginning. Because you ain't going to show them your ignorant side when y'all first get together. He's seeing the best parts. She's seeing the best parts of him. So it's cute when it's clingy. But then when it becomes a little too clingy, and now you constantly asking me where I'm going, what I'm doing, who I'm going somewhere with, or you trying to go through that person's phone, you trying to tell them they got to be home at a certain time, all of those things, right? That's when it's like, okay, are you my partner or my parents? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? Do you trust me or not? And that's the crazy part. But you know what? All of that goes back to the fact that she never healed from her past relationship, y'all. You can never have a successful relationship if you didn't heal from traumas created in past relationships. It's never going to work. Never. I don't care how much we say, oh, I don't bring my baggage into my current relationships. Child, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because you're going to move completely different if you're healed. The fact that she don't give herself time enough to heal is what shows even more so that the baggage is just being brought right on over. Because it ain't enough space in between. I told y'all on a live not that long ago, people don't see the beauty in celibacy. Not even just celibacy, but being single, learning yourself, spending time with yourself, getting to know yourself, being in your Bible, praying constantly, manifesting. Baby, it is some beauty in that. God blesses the most in your purest form. I promise you. I promise you. When you celibate, when you intentional with your good heartness, when you spiritual, when you prayed up, when you in your Bible, baby, watch the blessings flow. Because and you know what? This why I always say be careful of the energies you surround yourself with also. Because you could be with somebody and you could be intentional with your good heartness, great spirit, prayed up in your Bible, doing right by people all the time, intentionally. And then you with somebody who's none of those things. And then y'all not procreating, but y'all uh consummating. Let's see that. Y'all saxing each other. Them energies is transforming. Transferring, my bad. Them energies are transferring over to you, baby. Their energy becomes yours. Soul ties is a real thing too. That's a whole nother conversation. But them energies definitely transferring. And then you wondering why you down on your luck, you good, you questioning God, asking him why you can't catch a break. Like, God, I do right by people. I do this. I read my Bible. I tithe. I'm good to my family, good to my children. All of that, but you still can't catch a break. You wonder why the blessings not flowing. Guess what? Get that man up out your house and up out your bed, up out your energy. All of that. Get him gone. Because that's why you're connected. Sometimes God won't bless you until you remove what's hindering you. You being hindered, you ain't receiving your blessings because you got a demon in your bed. Y'all know I'm a laugh, but I'm serious. Like, you got a whole demon in your bed. You wondering why God ain't blessing you. Talk about you sleeping with the devil. God ain't on that type of time. Ain't nobody got that much favor to where you can sleep with the devil himself or his spawn and still think you gonna be favored. Girl, boy, they both got bad energy. Say, yup, both of them. Both. Both. And that's why both are going through and then went through some things. Karma. They are each other's karma, and the things that they go through is another form of karma for them. Got to be intentional with your good heartness. Got to do right by people. Treat people how you want to be treated. Because blessings come in a lot of different ways, y'all. A whole lot of different ways. You can open the door for somebody and never know what might be on the other side of you just giving that type of gesture. You could be opening the door for an heir to some millions and don't know it because they dress like a normal person, drive a Toyota. You never know. That's why you always be intentional with your good heartness. Y'all, I'm a whole woman. And I will literally hold the door open for an elderly man. An elderly man. Not even elderly. Some that now I ain't holding for no YNs, but a man that's elderly. He don't have to be 60, 70. He could be 40, 50. If he got multiple things in his hands, I'ma hold that door. If she's an older lady, younger lady, it don't matter. And I teach my children the same way. Y'all would be surprised. Ham be trying to hold a door for everybody at the store. I'm like, Ham, nah. But it makes me smile because she ate and she's picking up on the things that I do. This is why you got to be real careful what you do around your kids too. That's why I speak on intentions and the behaviors that you display because kids are a product of their environment. We are their greatest and biggest example. They watch us. They watch our behaviors, how we move, the type of man we choose, what we allow. They watch that. They question that. And you'll be surprised the questions you get later on in life when they're old enough to have that conversation with you. Because they don't forget. I told y'all my child remembers stuff from when she was 1 year old. I'd be like, how she remember that? Be careful. Be careful. LaOnya, be careful. Because your baby girls, it's going to come a day where they're going to have a very tough conversation with you. And it's going to be about why you settled for so much when they was younger. Why you allowed so much. And I'm hoping and praying it's never a conversation of why you hid this or why you didn't protect me from this. Hope and pray. Hope and pray. Because I feel like women who allow any and everything to happen to them, it's hard to believe you're that protecting over your kids when you allow any and everything to happen to yourself while your kids is in the same home. It's real hard for me to believe there's a line drawn there. Real hard. Because they see and they know they hear. Them walls is thin, baby. Them walls is thin. And the fact that we didn't even, y'all, you can't even give her the benefit of the doubt because too much has been exposed. Like we literally did heard from Dawn, who was directly connected to her, and seen receipt text messages where she would have Lala messaging Johnell to get him back over there. Oh, we miss you, John. Bro, I would never play on my cheering top like that. I don't never need a man that bad. Never. Because guess what? Your child gonna remember that. She's at an age where she can remember and process that. And then later on in life, when she understands what was happening in that moment, she gonna ask you about it. Mama, you remember when I was such and such age and you made me text Johnell and ask him or tell him how much we miss him, or can he unblock you, or can he call you, or can he come back, or that's not cool, bruh. That's not cool. When your kids get old enough to learn the meaning of desperation, codependency, toxic, it's going to be some questions that need answers. And all you can really do is hope and pray that they go against the grain. Because based on statistics, it's too high for the kids that actually become a product of their environment, and not high enough for the ones that go against the grain and want better for themselves and for their kids later on in life. Unfortunately. It's too high. Go out and come back in, Janae. She said she lost sound. If y'all lose sound, because I'm not muted, you're gonna have to go out and come back in. It ain't me, because my mic is on. Let's get back to playing this, because we at 1:17, and I told y'all I got a video for y'all. Y'all gonna laugh at that video I made. Y'all know I gotta put some humor in it, baby. It's so funny. When I tell y'all I was cracking myself up making that video, I was laughing my ass off. Okay. 520 in the building. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button for Pop. Support my goal. I would like to see a cleared out goal if I can. It's the end of the month. Can Pop get a cleared out super chat goal? Can we get one time for the one time? Listen, can we get a cleared out super chat goal for the one time? For Pop, baby. If not, run them lights up. All right, let's go to the next one. It's so many, y'all. He posts so many clips. If you go on his TikTok and you go to his repost, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Let me see. The reason why. Let's see. No, you always move in the direction of your strongest thought. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let me go all the way up to the top. The most recent one. So this is one that he posted yesterday.
And come on, get up. Come on, get up out of it. Come on.
Oh, let me tell y'all what it's saying. So the caption says, if my grandma was still alive, this would be her right now. And it's a man who's looking down and depressed, right? That's down on his luck, whatever. But that's what it's saying.
Get up out of it. Come on. Get up out of it. Pull through it. Come on. Pull through it. I know it hit you. It hit you hard, but come on. Come on. God said, come on and tell him to pull. And come on, get up. Come on, get up out of it. Come on. Get up out of it. Come on. Get up out of it. Pull through it. Come on. Pull through it. I know it hit you. It hit you hard, but come on. Come on. God said, come on and tell him to pull. Come on, get up.
Now, what could he possibly be going through, y'all? I wonder. But that was posted yesterday. This another one that was posted yesterday.
You don't know the strength of the relationship though until until it's tested.
Let me read it to y'all. So this one is fabulous. Hold on. It says, a wise man once said, never value the length of a relationship over the strength of a relationship. The ones that knew you long will still do you wrong. Okay? That's what this one is about. Let's play it.
You don't know the strength of the relationship though until it's tested. Once it's tested and you see a person do that, then that's where you know where your relationship is, and that's how you got to moving forward. That's how I play relationships. If you show me that this is what I'm gonna trust that that's what you wanted to do, and then I'm gonna move forward to that.
Oh, I didn't want to play that now, but y'all heard that one. Never value your relationship based on the length that you've been knowing or being with that person versus the strength. Okay. Another one is, let's see. I don't know if this one had music. Let's see.
You said some couple goals.
Okay, hold on. I don't want to play that one because that's Cam Newton stuff, and I ain't trying to get struck. So this one, this one says, when you are chosen, you will go through the great separation, and God will make you disconnect from people, places, and things that cannot go with you in your next season. Listen to this one, y'all.
I call it the great separation. You chosen, you're gonna go through the great separation. You can't mix it.
So one thing,
I call it the great separation. You chosen, you're gonna go through the great separation. You can't mix and mingle in things that you've already outgrown. You cannot mix and mingle with things that's not serving you purpose. You don't have a choice. You gotta break free from it, or he's gonna make you break free from it. I know you love him, but listen.
Now, let me say something about that. I'm gonna finish playing it, and thank you, Trina. Thank you for your support, my love. Yes, y'all. Let's go. Soapbox of love, clear up my goal if y'all can. Okay, period. If y'all remember, y'all heard her say, you gotta break free from people that serve you no purpose or no longer serves you a purpose, right? Laonya just posted something about that. So literally the same verbiage. That's why I said they are literally saying the same thing about each other. They're not compatible. I ain't never seen nobody break up as much as them in my whole life. Never. They are not compatible. If y'all both saying the same, it's one thing for one party in the relationship to have issues with the other one. But for both of y'all to be feeling the same way about each other, it's time to let it go. Let go, let God move on, co-parent. That's it, that's all.
You don't know. I call it the great separation. You chosen, you're gonna go through the great separation. You can't mix and mingle in things that you've already outgrown. You cannot mix and mingle with things that's not serving you purpose. You don't have a choice. You gotta break free from it, or he's gonna make you break free from it. I know you love him, but listen, you don't understand. They can't go, because if you knew the things that were going on that you cannot see, it would make you change.
Okay, Miss Judy, Miss Owie, that was a word. Y'all better start clipping these gems I be dropping, because I promise you I'm gonna be the forgot. Listen. It be just coming to me. We need to start clipping these gems and putting it on TikTok or something, child. Because I be dropping that fire. Period.
And sometimes he'll show you a glimpse when you're ready, when you're mature enough to show you the things that Judas was doing the whole time. I call it the great separation.
For real, Nola, my whole life. Never, in my smoky voice. I ain't never seen no itch like that. Breaking up, I ain't got that type of energy. It ain't happening. Like, you only gotta show me one time that this ain't that, and that's it. Who got that much y'all child? Y'all, life is too short. Life is too short to be going through that with somebody when they got billions of people in this world, child. You could be having your way with. Like, take your pick, man or woman, okay? Different races, like, child by. You wasting all your energy and tears on a wide nostril, booger picking, childbearing, hips having. Let me shut up. All right, so that was that. This one says, don't feel guilty about letting go. Oh, you know what's crazy too, y'all? Y'all know they were when they was going to church together. Pastor, what was that pastor name? I forgot his name, but they both be sharing clips from that pastor because that was their pastor when they would go to church together. So he share all kind of clips from him, and so do she. So this one is the pastor. It says, don't feel guilty about letting go of DEAD weight, right? And then it also says, John 15:2, he cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit and prunes the one that do bear fruit so they will produce more. And then it says, it's not your burden to carry, cut off the branches that bear no fruit. Cut it off. DEAD weight. Pastor Mike, that's his name. All right. Play.
Anything that you lose in this season of your life may be because it was visible but not valuable. God says anything, I'm having church by myself already, that is not bearing fruit, I got to cut it off. People in your life, if you really sat down and thought, what value do they bring to you? God is saying you got too much luggage. I was getting ready to go out of town, and there are certain airlines that let you fly your bags for free. It's only one problem. They let your bags fly free as long as they don't exceed the weight limit. Some of you are paying penalties for stuff that you shouldn't even be paying for because you're trying to carry things and people into seasons that God did not bless and ordain. And I don't know who's going to receive it, but as of now, I release you from the guilt of leaving people in a season that they can't. I got to stop. Y'all sleep on me today. Some of you keep missing God because you allow your conscience to get to you and make you feel bad for being obedient. Did you hear what I just said? I'm not telling you to neglect people God has assigned to you. What I'm telling you is there are some people that are connected to you that are a weight, and God will
see that's the type of word I like to hear when I go to church. That's what I want to hear right there. Cause I find myself saying a little 1-2 every now and again. Clock it. But yeah, that's the type of word I be wanting to hear. See, what behooves me is when they start doing altar calls and you might only have a little hot $100 and then they want 15. Like, well, I don't have 15. I say I got 100. Next thing you know, you getting chastised at the altar in front of all of the deacons' wives, the congregation. No, we're not doing that. You ain't finna embarrass me in front of these old people with all these peppermints. We ain't doing that. That's why I listen. These new churches, especially it's the new churches, the how they are now, but it's still some older pastors that it's like they didn't got hip to the money grab. So it's like it's giving Ponzi scheme or something. No, it should never be about that. And then when people actually need the help, they turning people away. But you taking all of these different coins from these people, they hard-earned money. But then when they need help from the church, y'all giving them resources for Red Cross and child by. Anyways, y'all know I get a little off topic, but That was a good message. But Johnell posted that also. Let me see. Hold on. Let me find another one. Hold up, y'all. This is another one. This one says, you're crying over subtraction. That's really addition.
You want him to fix this, but don't touch that. Michael!
Hold on, let me read it to y'all. It says, the blessing of subtraction is when God removes things you don't need to add things you do need. All right.
You want him to fix this, but don't touch that. Michael! You want peace and a fool. You can't have both.
I know, Miss LaShondra, I know that's not all church, but the fact that it's churches, period, it puts bad taste in people's mouth. And that's why they have the saying sometimes the good gotta suffer for the bad, right? But when you done been to multiple churches and it's always the same experience, eventually you're gonna stop going. So it's not me. This is why I always give context right here. So anytime I say certain things, y'all, just know I'm not speaking for 100%. Even if I don't clarify it or give the complete context, no, we know, that should, to me, that should already be understood that it's not for everybody. I know it's not all, because I have an uncle who's a pastor and he's not like that. He's not like that at all. He actually, when I tell y'all he helps people, him and his wife, they evangelists also, they go out into the community, they help, like when we get the bad storms, they allow some of their church members to stay in their home, all of that. So I know for a fact, firsthand, that it's not all pastors. But it's sad because it's starting to become a norm in the majority. That's what I meant.
You want to splurge and be blessed. And God is like, no, you can't not tithe, waste your money, and I give you overflow. So this is what we're going to do. Since you won't remove what you need to remove, I'm going to make them not like you. You think they left you because there was something wrong with you. God made them not like you because he knew you didn't have the strength to kick them out their life. So he blessed you by watching you watch them walk out.
Ooh, child, ooh, child, ooh, child. Listen, baby, he's something else. Listen, he's dropping them gems, baby. But pay attention to the pattern of the message, y'all. Hey, Rosie, Ozzy. Hey, Miss Dale. Think about the pattern of the message. This is subliminal messages. Back to back posts about relationships. That's crazy work. Shout out to you for being a 19-month member, Rosie Ozzy. I appreciate you, girl. It's true at a lot of mega churches. Yeah, they gotta keep them lights on, baby. They need that money on. Them lights ain't gonna keep itself on, which that's understood, if you putting back into the church, but I ain't even gonna get into that, y'all, because that's a whole nother conversation. We all know what it is, we know what it is. And if you one of the ones who's blessed to have a pastor, a church home where the pastor is not taking advantage of his people, cherish it, because it's rare now. It's rare. It's not like how it used to be back in the gap. When I was younger and my papa and my grandma used to take us to church, and we done had a few church homes, right? Used to be Baptist, now we're non-denomination. And they was never like that. The little smaller churches, they wasn't like that. They wasn't pressuring people for their money and all of that. Like, it wasn't like that. You give what you can and what you can't, okay. It's understood. But it is what it is, child. So this is another one, y'all. It says you should be telling your partner 5 positive things a day. This is him definitely sending a message. So, long if you listening, your man is saying you shouldn't be constantly nagging him. You should be telling him 5 positive things a day. Okay? And vice versa. Hold up, y'all.
You should be telling your partner 5 positive things.
Hold on. I forgot to read the caption to y'all. So it says, love isn't just felt, it's spoken and shown. We should tell our partner at least 5 positive things every day. Why? Because every word of appreciation fills their love tank. building trust, warmth, and goodwill. So when challenges come, your partner's heart is already full and open to you. Too often we assume they know we love them, but love thrives when it's expressed, not just assumed. Facts. Watch. Oh, never mind. That's they contact information. Okay. All right. Let me play it. Play. I ain't playing. What the hell? Hold on, y'all. Why is it not playing now? Let me go back.
You should be telling your partner 5 positive things a day at a minimum. It's not hard to say, I love you. I appreciate when you go to work. I appreciate that I ain't got to worry about you. I appreciate the way you text us. It's so many things that you can be grateful for.
What is going on with TikTok? That's not me, y'all. It's not me, I promise.
You should be telling your partner 5 positive things a day at a minimum. It's not hard to say, I love you. I appreciate when you go to work. I appreciate that I ain't got to worry about you. I appreciate the way you text us. It's so many things that you can be grateful for. So then, it's like your tank. Okay. So when you come and say, I have a problem I need your help with. They're like, okay. You know what I mean? Because
All right. I ain't got time for that. I don't know why I keep doing that, y'all. But just I'm gonna stop it at that one, and it's so much more. That's the crazy part. Like he posted so many of them. That is crazy. Um, hold up. Yeah, because my premiere gonna start in a few minutes. But it they going to war, y'all. Like they are literally at war. And it's very unfortunate that it's two beautiful little babies that's in the midst of this adult drama yet again. Yet again. We watched it happen with it's like it's deja vu all over again. We watched it happen with Momo. Now we watching it happen with the twin. And the crazy part is she still ain't done with her situation with RH. Because they going to trial January 26th. That's the crazy part. Girl, you ain't learned your lesson? And my thing is, I gotta go back to this. This is why, like I said, when you already have multiple kids with multiple baby daddies, you should not be starting over unless you're starting over with your husband. Something more permanent, right? Even though, yes, people do get divorced, but I would much rather take my chances with a man that's willing to marry me first, then put a baby in. You got to question the ones that want to put a baby then the marriage or saying, oh, I ain't ready for marriage, but you ready for another lifelong connection with me, a child? Do you see the problems people having trying to co-parent when they don't even like each other? Because the relationship ain't work out? Child mind. We ain't doing that. Both are lifelong connections. So I got a feeling we in for a show. He's trying to move differently because, like I said, it could be one or two things or two things. Y'all know sometimes two things can be true at one time, right? And even three things sometimes. It could either be, in my opinion, she knows that she already did so much damage to her brand by putting her personal business out here. So that's why she's not, coming out here crashing out. Also, it's possible Johnell could have made her sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, to not put their business out here or to speak on him, or drag him or defame him. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Or, oh, let's say this too, because I did mention this the other day. It's possible that he could have something on her, and I think, like I said, she definitely got something on him, because I told y'all this before, but if y'all notice, every time she crashed out on Johnell on the internet, not one time did she mention the things that were done or said to her kids by him. Y'all notice that, huh? So either she's keeping that in the chamber or she knows that it's a bad look on her as well. Because in order for you to come out here and say he did these things to your kids or he said this to your kids in a disrespectful manner, people will also question what the fuck did you do? Because them your kids, you they mama, you supposed to protect them. Why were you still there? The real question. Why didn't you leave? Why didn't you get him about your life and out your children's life if he disrespected or put hands on your kids? So I honestly don't believe we'll never know those secrets, but I'm pretty sure it's other secrets as well. Y'all know if you're part of my green team, y'all know. Listen, I dropped the big one on y'all the other day, so you never know, child. You never know. But anyways, y'all, let me get up off of here. Oh, not my premiere. Wait, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Try to stop my premiere. Damn. Edit. I'm pretty sure people in the premiere already. Hold up. Hold on, y'all. Oh, it won't let me. They gonna be mad at me. I'm so sorry to the ones that was in the premiere, but it's a premiere, so I want to be in the premiere. And plus, I got 500 people on this live, so I know it ain't nobody hardly over there. But let me reset it. But we finna get off here. Let me reset the premiere. To whoever was in there, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, it might not even let me. Damn. Now it don't want to let me set it as a It won't let me reset it as a premiere, y'all. Hold up. Nope, I'm gonna just have to make it public. Dang it. I didn't know when you switch it like that, I didn't know that it'll cancel it out. Probably because I caught it too late. That's probably what it is. So what I'm gonna do is from private to public, I'm just going to make it public. And then when y'all get off here, y'all just go watch it, child. Okay. Public. All right. Once because we about to get off here, but y'all just go watch it. Because like I said, I didn't know that if you do it like that, it will cancel it out. I didn't know. They probably like, what happened to the video? My bad. All right, it is public now. But anyways, y'all, let me get up off of here because y'all know I'm sharing got school tomorrow, child. So I will be back tomorrow with another one. Period. We will be live tomorrow. We're gonna see what go on in these streets because these streets been real hot, real thick. I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out with your girl on this good old Thursday night for this nightcap. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Oh, go watch my video, y'all. I need all 500 of y'all to go run up that video real quick. Y'all will enjoy it. It's the latest, okay? It ain't no old shit. It's all new stuff, and it's very funny, might I add, because y'all know I got to add my funny little clips too. So y'all going to enjoy it. All right, see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them wipe them down. Receive so strong that the lies won't let loop up, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her, loop up, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn, loop up, baby. Who got the truth? Loop up. Who bring the proof? Loop up. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB, loop up, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. L Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's loop up, baby. Truth don't beat, you gon' stand on that. Loop up, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Loop up, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Loop up, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Loop up, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's loop up, baby. Shut it down.